You see, he eats his first one at 5:30. Then he has he reprises that at 10:30. In between a couple bowls of cereal, so a box of muffins.
Far side. That's complete to Kinnison. And Kinnison out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Now on the left in the yellow is Ryan Clark's wife, Yanka. And then next to her is Sheila, his mom.
And both of whom I'm assuming have spent a lot of time at the grocery store.
Look, Ryan Clark spent 2 years with the Giants, 2 years with Washington. He comes to the AFC, and the first thing he says that Troy Polamalu told him is, you're going to need to put some weight on. The backs are a little bigger in the AFC.
Yeah, wait till no more Tiki Barber size guys. Check out Jamal Lewis and Rudy Johnson.
On first down, Hewitt throws, end zone, incomplete. Kinnison covered by Ike Taylor.
Well, Damon Heward has taken advantage of, you can see, considerably looser play in the secondary of the Steelers. Brian McFadden on one side, Ike Taylor on the other side were giving some cushions they took advantage of. I don't know that you can, I know that Bill Cowher, he talked to his team about finishing, but let's face it, it's human nature. You are up 31-0.
Second and 10. Quick pass. Johnson, 15 to 10, and knocked out of bounds. Rather, Eddie Kinnison, excuse me. 87 rather than 27. And he'll be about a yard shy of first down. It'll be 3rd and 1.
There is the maestro himself, Dick LeBeau. He's in the 3rd year of his second go-around here in Pittsburgh. The ageless wonder. You see, this is their first sign of life. 72 yards on this drive alone.
Heward going to throw for it. Inside the 5. And complete to Chris Wilson, the 3rd tight end.
Well, that's how to shield yourself, make yourself a target, but screen away the defenders. And Damon Heward goes right to the body of Chris Wilson, who takes a couple of big shots from Ferrier and Ike Taylor. That was a really nice job of holding on to the football.
Chris Wilson in his 3rd season out of the University of Pittsburgh. So it's a 1st and goal for the Chiefs. Quick slant, incomplete. That was really close to being picked off and taken the other way.
Well, he's trying to throw it to Rod Gardner, but the ball was behind him. He threw the ball on the back hip of Gardner. He sees single coverage. That's what you want. But you see when the ball gets there, it's behind him. Gardner's actually trying to slow down. And that, you're right, that could have been about a 100-yarder.
Now Johnson and Cruz in the backfield on 2nd and goal. Johnson goes in motion, and Gonzalez does too.
Yes.
False start. Offense, number 88. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Johnson's was legal. Gonzalez's was not.
Back it up 5 yards. It'll be 2nd and goal now from the 8. Always a tough place to play. Kansas City making its first visit to Pittsburgh since 1989.
And listen to this crowd. They want a shutout.
Heward throws inside the 5, and that's complete to Dunn.
Well, this time Damon Heward again. It's a quick release. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plant, and then he's got great protection. And Dunn kind of bobbled it at first. If he'd have been hit right away, that ball might have come out. He has little trouble putting it away, but by the time Ike Taylor gets there, he's secured it.
3rd and goal, the ball just inside the 2. Larry Johnson looking for running room. Still pushing. Did he get to the goal line? He did. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Larry Johnson
I'm not sure, Greg, if he scored on the second or the third effort, because he was stacked up at the 2-yard line. His offensive lineman kept digging. Larry Johnson kept digging, and he finally found the end zone. Look at this. He's hit right there at the 4-yard line. But then his guys up front, they kept surging. Ronnie Cruz, his fullback, kept digging and driving, and Larry Johnson got in.
And Bokauer is throwing the flag to challenge. Think he wants the shutout? Herman has to be on the other sideline going, "You greedy son of a gun."
Pittsburgh is challenging, ruling on the field that it was a touchdown.
While they take a look, we'll take a break. 6 minutes to play in the third.
Hope they got an X-ray.
What you watching?
My refrigerator.
Fascinating.
I rigged up a security camera so my roommates can't swipe my Bud Light.
Beer cam. Now that's a brilliant use of technology.
All right, come and get it!
Picture phone in front of beer can.
Now that's a brilliant use of technology.
Refreshingly smooth Bud Light. Always worth it.
No, pretzel, get the pretzel.
Want better my breakfast? It's a croissant sandwich.
I don't like French things.
What about the bikini?
French kisses?
What's French for creepy?
Wake up with a croissant sandwich from PIC.
In the DVD event of the year,
They're coming.
a new species has taken over the food chain. Unrated, uncut, unleashed. Feast. The unrated DVD event of the year premieres Tuesday.
The world's first 4-door, 5-passenger Wrangler. Wrangler Unlimited. A new species from Jeep.
This season, NFL Network invites you to a new football tradition.
With a telecast you'd expect from NFL Network. Great matchups on the run to the playoffs. Only on NFL Network.
The amazing race.
Scott Green has seen all that he needs to see on replay and will now give us the verdict.
Well, we sure didn't see Larry Johnson's knee down anywhere.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown. Pittsburgh is charged with a timeout.
Yeah, take a look at this from behind. Right there is where Larry Johnson is initially stacked up. But watch the key here. He's going to turn over onto his back. And right there, when you're going in backwards like that, there's no way your knee can touch the ground. I think Scott Green saw when he rolled over 180 degrees there, and once he goes to his back and keeps driving, there's no way for a knee to touch the ground. The only thing that could have hit to stop the play would have been an elbow, and he was on top of people.
Pittsburgh charged with a timeout. Larry Johnson gets his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season, his 4th overall.
Well, Bill can look at his defensive guys and say, hey, I tried to keep your shutout intact.
And Lawrence Tynes kicks the extra point. 11 plays, 80 yards. The Chiefs finally on the board with 6 minutes to play in the third. It's 31-7 Pittsburgh.
The world's first 4-door, 5-passenger Wrangler. Wrangler Unlimited. A new species from Jeep.
Good news, no more hassles with Wi-Fi hotspots. We're upgrading to Verizon Wireless so you can work where you need to.
Bus in Boston?
Yes.
Car wash in Columbus?
Sure.
Mall in Memphis?
Yeah.
Rest stop in Raleigh?
Okay.
Found a hot tub in Vegas, baby!
Oh,
yeah!
Vegas, baby!
Well, can we?
Absolutely.
See you in Vegas.
Only one network gives you the broadband access card with America's most reliable wireless broadband network, Verizon Wireless. It's the network.
Vegas, baby!
And by Dell. Business solutions designed for one company in mind.
Yours, Dell, purely you.
Back at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Greg Gumbel, Dan Deerdorf, and the rest of our terrific CBS Sports crew. 6 minutes to play in third quarter. And Tynes to kick it away. Santonio Holmes, Najee Davenport are deep. From the 10, it's Holmes. Right up the middle. Across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. D. Brown with the stop. We'll take a timeout, and we'll come right back.
With Dell, no middlemen means no runaround. So nothing slows my business down. I get just the technology I want from someone who's always there to answer for it. No excuses. And that's what I really needed. A partner who's as quick and responsive as the bikes we build.
Dell PowerEdge servers feature the reliability of dual-core Intel Xeon processors. It's your enterprise, so every Dell solution is purely you.
A reminder tonight on CBS, a family's darkest secret brings them together on a brand new cold case. That's tonight at 9/8 Central Time here on CBS. Dan Kreider, starting fullback, being tended to on the sideline.
We'll show you what happened after the play. He took a real shot on that left ankle.
Meanwhile, Roethlisberger goes back to work from the 38-yard line. This is Willie Parker. Parker picks his way across the 40. Lost ball. Who came up with it? Looks like Pittsburgh, and you could see the frustration.
If this ball's going to Kansas City, the jaw is going to come out. The jaw is going to make an appearance, I think, either way. Listen to this hit.
Wow.
Tomahawk. Yes, sir. Boy, does he come in. Parker's wrapped up low, and Ali comes in high, and boy, does he deliver a smackdown.
Well, Bill Cowher can't be pleased with the number of times he's seen his team put the ball on the ground today.
Well, you think they've recovered 3 of them. They've only lost 1 of the 4.
On 2nd and 5. This is Haynes. And Haynes pulls his way across the 45 and appears to be about a yard shy of a first down.
We mentioned fullback Dan Kreider. Take a look at his left ankle right here. This is on that kickoff return of Holmes, who you can see it really flexes to the outside. And so Dan Kreider, the starting fullback, over, and his return, I don't know what's going to happen, but he's of very large importance for the Steelers.
Haynes gets a first down near midfield, and we get an NFL Today report from JB in New York.
Hey, Greg, New York Jets looking to improve to 3-3. Take a look here. It's Chad Pennington hooking up with Lavernius Coles. Wide open. He takes it 58 yards to pay dirt. 13-3 Jets over Miami in the third. Back to Greg and Dan.
This game is played a lot better and easier when there's no one covering you.
Yes, well, remember Nick Saban now in their opening loss against Pittsburgh, where he made a mistake in the secondary, gave up that long play to Heath Miller. He's an old DB coach. He hates it.
On first down, the give is to Parker. Parker inside the 40-yard line, and another first down for the Steelers. Derek Johnson, perhaps, saving a touchdown.
Well, it was a busy day around the National Football League. Take a look at some of today's heroes. Jake Delhomme, boy, that's a big day, 365 yards. Tiki Barber, almost 200 yards rushing. And then Roy Williams had 10 receptions for $161 and a touchdown. How about Tiki? How about Tiki? Does he get more production from being a small back?
Meanwhile, Willie Parker has gone to 102 yards rushing on the day. This is Parker again. Inside the 35. Tom Bahali and Kawika Mitchell with the tackle.
Well, they don't call this guy fast Willie Parker for nothing. He can really, when he decides to challenge the perimeter, and he almost lost his footing there, he's just moving quicker than everybody else.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I thought for a long time it was just Shannon Sharp who called him Fast Willie Parker.
Oh, no, that's the guy's nickname. It's not big Willie Parker. It's not ferocious Willie Parker. He's fast Willie Parker.
His third 100-yard game of the season. Najee Davenport in the lineup now on 2nd and 5. The pitch to Davenport. He'll try the right side. He'll get first down yardage and then some. The 20 to about the 15-yard line. Another first down.
Well, this is a blocking clinic being put on by the Steelers. Heath Miller, number 83. He's in motion. He comes around the corner. He gets the kick out. No holding involved. He takes Sammy Knight, steers him to the outside, and then, as has been the storyline of this game for Kansas City defensively, more missed tackles. Herm's going to have trouble counting the missed tackles. I'm sure defensive coordinator Gunther Cunningham is counting them upstairs.
On first down, Parker. You saw the 207 yards rushing for Pittsburgh. That goes very well with the 223 passing yards put on the board today. Fifth time into the red zone for the Steelers today. 3 touchdowns and a field goal, the end result.
See that cart moving across the bottom of your screen? That's taking Dan Kreider into the locker room.
We come up on 4.5 to play here in the third. 8th play of this drive. Davenport in the backfield. Davenport again. Davenport to the 11. And we have 1 minute to play in third.
Well, this offensive line of Pittsburgh and their backs. Of course, they have such continuity offensively. Russ Grimm, their offensive line coach, has been there for 6 years. Dick Hoke has been the running back coach since, there's Russ Grimm. Dick Hoke's been the running back coach since Calvin Coolidge was president.
3rd and 5.
You know, they haven't had a lot of turnover here offensively. Ken Wisenhunt's the 3rd year of the coordinator.
Roethlisberger steps up, throws. That's complete inside the 5 to Hines Ward, but he has enough for a 1st and goal.
Roethlisberger's pass.
Pittsburgh now 8 out of 10 on 3rd down, and that's making yardage when it counts.
And did you see Hines Ward get up laughing? How many times have you seen that?
It's the kind of game you can smile. That's the end of the third. Our score, 31-7 Steelers. We're back after this message and a word from your local station.
America's football hero.
You raped her. That's not true.
Versus LA's toughest DAs.
The games begin.
Sharp. New episode CBS Thursday after CSI. Jericho. CBS Wednesdays.
The effervescent Hines Ward. As we start the 4th quarter, 1st and goal for the Steelers. Haynes and Davenport in the backfield. The give is to Davenport. And he gets to the 3, maybe the 2.
And Greg, this gives Bill Cowher a chance to work on their goal line short yardage offense with the absence of Jerome Bettis. And that guy right there, Najee Davenport, is the guy that Bill Cowher envisions, or at least when he's in a wishfully thinking mode, would like to see him ease into that role. Willie Parker's only 209 pounds. You need a hammer in this situation, and Cowher's hoping that Davenport can evolve into that guy.
How about that graphic you just saw? 6th time today the Steelers have driven the ball more than 60 yards. To the goal line. Lost ball. Picked up by the Chiefs.
Oh, no, they're ruling him down. The one official came in from behind, and I think he's going to rule him down.
Well, they may have blown the whistle, but I sure didn't hear it.
No, no, you're right. It came late, I think. That's the risk of reaching out with the ball.
Still haven't heard a whistle. There's the first whistle.
Goes, yeah. Well, he ruled him down in spirit.
12th play of this drive. Haynes and Davenport.
Look that up in the rule book.
Roethlisberger going to keep it.
Oh, I don't think he got.
And not make it.
He lost a foot or two. Is Bill saying go for it?
You bet.
And I think Herm was looking across the field there.
So 4th and goal for the Steelers at the 1.
By the way, these two are friends. It's a good thing they don't like each other.
Or a good thing they do. Haynes and Davenport in the backfield. Roethlisberger for Davenport. He's pushing. Did he get there? No, he is not yet called in the end zone. And they're not going to.
Davenport, the ball carrier.
First down going the other way.
Well, the last time they were in a situation like this, Bill challenged. Let's see how close this really is. Najee Davenport still driving. Oh, I'm not so sure he didn't reach that ball across. That's close.
Nissan wanted to know, what would you change about your full-size truck?
More towing capacity. Be able to put more weight on the trailer.
We couldn't change their trucks, so we introduced ours, the full-size V8 Nissan Titan, with the best towing capacity in its class. Get $2,750 Nissan cash back or 1% financing, and tow up to 9,500 pounds.
It's like a dream. You couldn't do that in my truck. Yeah, you can feel it. Yo, it's got plenty of power. Way to go, Nissan.
Who's faster, Sprint Mobile Broadband or Singular's Edge? Sprint Mobile Broadband gives you the power to download 5 times faster than Singular's Edge. Work faster with Sprint Mobile Broadband. Get a free mobile broadband card. Visit sprint.com/mobile broadband.
After reviewing the play, the runner broke the plane of the goal line without being down. Touchdown.
Bill Cowher challenged it, and there's clear evidence that Najee Davenport reaches without touching the ground. He did what we saw before by Larry Johnson. He rolls to his back, arches, and before he goes down, reaches across with the football and breaks the plane. Bill Cowher theatrically threw the flag, played to the crowd, and got his touchdown.
As the officials huddled together at the goal line, Bill Cowher showed the flag and then threw it.
And a good look right there, and that's what Scott Green, the referee, went off of when he ruled it a touchdown.
Jeff Reed's kick is good. Bill Cowher says, I think I'm right. I got the flag. I'm going to throw it if you don't call it a touchdown. You're not calling it a touchdown. I'm throwing it.
Nice form.
You're on a mission to get an amazing new TV this year, but you want to be absolutely sure you pick the right one. Circuit City makes it simple.
I guess you're just what I need.
That's because we've got thousands of online customer reviews that rate the hot new stuff. And right now, get no interest till 2008 on all TVs $299 and up. Plus, save up to $400 instantly on all TVs $499 and up. Only at Circuit City.
On CBS is sponsored by FireDog. Now available at Circuit City. For all your home theater installations, PC services, and more, the experts at FireDog are ready to help. FireDog, call and we'll come running. And by Rocky Mountain Refreshing Coors Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL.
You know, whatever glimmer of hope the Chiefs may have drawn from Larry Johnson's touchdown run, and any thoughts of a comeback were cut off at the knees by that drive and touchdown by Davenport and the Steelers.
Well, you kept the ball for 8 minutes and 20 seconds, and then you got some teaching in by going for it and letting Davenport score, working on that short yardage offense.
This is Jeff Webb from the 10. 25, and not much further. Ryan Wallace on the stop. And we remind you, next Sunday, Ben Roethlisberger and the Steelers will meet Michael Vick and the Atlanta Falcons, while the Chargers take on the Chiefs. The Broncos will battle the Browns. We ask you to check your local listings, beginning with JB, Dan, Shannon, and Boomer on the NFL Today, here on the home of Super Bowl 41, CBS Sports. First down, Chiefs. 12.5 minutes on the clock, and they're down 38-7, and it's been a while since they've lost by 30-plus points. Coming to the near side, Larry Johnson, and Johnson pulled down by James Ferrier at about the 30-yard line.
While we were away at commercial before that review, Bill Cowher, in deciding whether or not to throw this flag, was really playing to the crowd. He held it, he must have held it out in the open view for 30 seconds. So that got a big reaction from the crowd, and certainly got a reaction from his nose tackle, Casey Hampton. You know, life is good when you're winning a football game by this big of a margin.
Hewitt throwing far side, and that's complete to Sammy Parker. Parker has room for a first down at the 40-yard line.
I don't think we'll be seeing any smiles that size over on the Kansas City sideline. This is a very frustrating day for Kansas City, who was never in this football game. The Steelers scored on their first possession, and the game was over right there.
A little bit of a hurry up here. Hewitt throws to Gonzalez, and Gonzalez tripped up at the 40, falls ahead to the 42 or 43. Troy Polamalu gets the credit for the tackle. It's a Kansas City team that lost its first two games, 23-10 against Cincinnati, and went to Denver and lost 9-6 in overtime. Rebounded with a 41-0 win over San Francisco, and then a comeback 23-20 win against the Cardinals in Arizona. 2nd and 8. Hewitt up the seam. That's complete to Parker. And Parker inside the 40 to the 37.
And keep in mind that Damon Heward, as good a job as he has done, Trent Green is the leader of this offensive football team, and he's on the sidelines wearing a stocking cap. He went out in the first game against Cincinnati, and that guy over the last 6 years has been nothing short of really good.
Down the far sideline, that's pulled in inside the 15-yard line by Eddie Kennison. That'll be a first down at the 13.
What a catch by Kennison on a ball that was pretty severely underthrown by Damon Heward. And, you know, a lot of times that really works out in that situation, because you saw that Ike Taylor didn't know where the football was. He kept running, and his keeping running was what allowed Kennison to make a play on the ball.
I think it's one of those great mysteries, Dan, that for us will never be answered as to how a DB can not look for the football until it's too late.
Well, a lot of times you play a technique where you look at the receiver and you wait for the receiver's eyes to give away where the football is.
You're throwing to the corner, and that is incomplete. And there's a penalty marker down inside the 5, intended for Rod Gardner.
And Gardner was grabbed.
Defensive pass interference, number 20, first down.
That's Bryant McFadden.
McFadden got the start today at right corner because of the hamstring that Deshae Townsend pulled during Wednesday's practice, although Townsend has been playing today and has been in on a lot of plays.
So now 1st and goal. Larry Johnson in the backfield has scored the only Chiefs touchdown of the day. Johnson wrapped up before he got to the 5-yard line.
Guess who?
Polamalu along with our eater, Ryan Clark.
It's actually coming right at Troy Polamalu, and Eddie Kennison. His blocking responsibility looked like it was supposed to be number 43, but Troy read it too quickly, got upfield too fast. Kennison would have had to block him in the back. You can't delay anything with that. He's a human ping pong ball.
2nd and goal on the slant, incomplete, and there's another flag at the goal line.
McFadden's in on that one too, I think.
Defensive pass interference, number 20. Ball's on the 1-yard line. First down.
McFadden is collecting flags like they're stamps.
As a corner, you just somehow have to try to put it out of your mind.
First and goal. The throw to a wide open Tony Gonzalez for a touchdown, and there's a flag down.
This flag was thrown by the umpire right at the line of scrimmage.
Holding. Offense. Number 65. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That's Jordan Black, the fourth-year tackle out of Notre Dame,
who has enormous shoes to fill at the left tackle position because of the retirement of Willie Roaf. Subtracting Willie Roaf from an offensive line is, and the Chiefs were so hopeful that Roaf was going to play, and I think Jordan Black is going to end up being a fine tackle, but the Willie Roafs of the world don't come along very often.
So first and goal now from the 11. Pure. Pump fake, throws. That one might have been tipped on the way.
Yeah, somebody hit it. Good. Larry Foote, number 50, the linebacker from Michigan. That's the only thing the crowd cheers. It's if they really thought about the fact that